I hear people say that everything is about mindset, and they're right. It always makes me think of the guy Wim Hof. When I first heard about him, it was like, no way he's climbing Mount Everest and all these, just doing cold plunges and such, and for long periods of time with some breathing exercise. But it's all, the only reason he's able to achieve that is because of his brain. When our brain tells us that it's time to stop, it's there's not that's not our actual brain telling us that. You need to just shut that off and actually say no to, because that's the person that you were. You need to keep the person that you were is telling you to stop. When it's me and I'm just, they're not telling you, need to, the person that you want to become keeps going. That's how I've found to change as a person, to figure out what your old self is and say no to that. Because if I keep doing that, then I'm like Han Solo in that Star Wars movie. You can't just keep fitting into that little mold of a person, like a popsicle stick. Actually move around and be like melting. I bring that up because I recently had a big mindset shift, I guess you would say, because when I was younger, like years ago, I was insanely afraid of death. I remember every year on my birthday, I would tell people that I hate this day because it's bringing me closer to death. But there's no, we're all just encroaching onto that moment every time that we live. And years ago, I didn't have this perspective that people are actually, your life is actually going to end, but that's where the glory comes from. Because if you keep just thinking about something that's going to happen years in the future, then you're not actually having a life. And not being afraid of death is the simplest form of presence. When you can achieve presence, and being in the moment is one of the strongest things, because I don't really want to be, that's a regret that we all have, because I don't want to be somewhere else right now. There's a reason I'm in the place where I am. Just look down and see, and look up. Look around. This is where we are. You're not imagination can be fun, but the place that I'm sitting in is this is the only thing you can actually, it's that 100% given of this experience that we have. And yeah, when I think about anybody who's afraid of death, I hope that you look back and, like me one day, and you just try to shift that perspective, because we should all, like, yeah, it's a scary thing if somebody's threatening us with it, but the someone might have just farted, but the moments where I think that I'm really close to being in, I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, like where like you can visualize like somebody else getting killed right in front of you, or that's one of my bigger fears when I'm just walking on the road and there's no cars, but a car might just come up on me and hit, like it's all, because it's definitely happened before, and I don't, yeah, when we keep seeking new things, and when it actually happens and something ends, then I know that it's not when you have a fear of, it's like when things end all the time, like my baseball season for like the team I was on, the season ended a few days ago, and there was a little part of me that didn't want to be in the game, or like, because it could have got rained out, and it was like, well, you could be doing nothing. I kind of don't want to go right now. But then it's all, now that it's over, it's like, for something that you love that much, I can't think of it like anything that I want to do more than play baseball, now that I can't do it. And there's a little bit of insight that I got when these freaking animals around me keep making noises.